may be over. But the question you're going to have to ask yourself when you caucus in January and you vote in November is, what's next for America? I don't want to spend the next year or the next 4 years refighting the same fights that we had in the 1990s. I don't want to pit red America against blue America. I want to be the President of the United States of America. And if those Republicans come at me with the same fear-mongering and swift voting that they usually do, then I will take them head on. Because I believe the American people are tired of fear, and tired of distractions, and tired of diversions. We can make this election not about fear, but about the future. And that won't just be a Democratic victory. That will be an American victory. And that is a victory that America needs right now. I am not in this race to fulfill some long-held ambitions, or because I believe it's somehow owed to me. I never expected to be here. I always knew this journey was improbable. I've never been on a journey that wasn't. I am running in this race because of what Dr. King called the fierce urgency of now. Because I believe that there's such a thing as being too late, and that hour is almost upon us. I don't want to wake up 4 years from now and find out that millions of Americans still lack health care because we couldn't take on the insurance industry. I don't want to see that the oceans have risen a few more inches. The planet has reached a point of no return because we couldn't find a way to stop buying oil from dictators. I don't want to see more American lives put at risk because no one had the judgment or the courage to stand up against a misguided war before we sent our troops in to fight. I don't want to see homeless veterans on the streets. I don't want to send another generations of American children to failing schools. I don't want that future for my daughters. I don't want that future for your sons. I do not want that future for America. I'm in this race for the same reason that I fought for jobs for the jobless and hope for the hopeless on the streets of Chicago, for the same reason I fought for justice and equality as a civil rights lawyer, for the same reason that I fought for Illinois families for over a decade. Because I will never forget that the only reason that I'm standing here today is because somebody, somewhere, stood up for me when it was risky, stood up when it was hard, stood up when it wasn't popular. And because that somebody stood up, a few more stood up, and then a few thousand stood up, and then a few million stood up. And standing up with courage and clear purpose, they somehow managed to change the world. That's why I'm running Iowa. To give our children and grandchildren the same chances somebody gave me. That's why I'm running, Democrats. To keep the American dream alive for those who still hunger for opportunity, who still thirst for equality. That's why I'm asking you to stand with me. That's why I'm asking you to caucus for me. That's why I'm asking you to stop settling for what the cynics say we have to accept. In this election, in this moment, let us reach for what we know is possible. A nation healed, a world repaired, an America that believes again. Thank you very much, everybody.